Hey, what's up, forum? It's Scythe, the moderator. Guy everybody hates. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, what's up? I had a request from TheSavage on the forums. He asked me about, how to make a snare roll, specifically like a trap beat type of snare roll. And believe it or not, I was only experimenting and I managed to get it down. And I figured I'd go ahead and make a video because he's having a lot of trouble, and I think this might help a lot of, newbie people. So let's just get right into it. Sorry about the resolution. I have a crappy video camera known as a Droid X. Yeah. So I'm going to go to load project here. Now first off, I already made a project. It's called Snare Roll EX, or example. So I'm going to just play that for you guys real quick. This is what I came up with. It's going to sound kind of funny. Didn't equalize or anything. Okay, so I'm going to play that one more time so you guys can hear it better. So that's what I came up with. So let me show you what I did here. First of all, I made a sampling instrument, okay? I know you guys can't really see, but right here in the bottom right corner, I loaded what is called HH2 underscore SD2. So that's hip hop kit number 2. It's the SD2, snare drum 2, okay? So go ahead and load that up for just this demonstration. Sounds like that, okay? And what I want you to first do is you go to your tune modes, like your live modes, and hit tune. Okay, it's right here, live mode tune, and you're gonna see all these semitones. Okay, now what I want you to do is fool around with semitones 3 through 7. Okay? 3 through 7. And what you're going to learn to do right now is first just do something like, okay, like learn to descend. And then you're going to hear that it sounds really plain and simple, and you think that it would be that easy. And some people do things like just, and then, in comes the bass drum. But me personally, when I was fooling around with this, I have a brother who happens to be in a marching band, and he plays a snare. And he tells me a lot about accents and what he calls taps. Which means an accent is like a higher, more solid hit, okay? And then a tap would be like a lower, less distinct hit. So in this case, we'll consider 7 an accent and positive 6 semitone a tap. So what you want to do is you want to play around between these two so that it sounds good, to put it simple. So something like this. See, like it has that flavor to it. You could have just did, but it doesn't sound as appealing. This is something that I think is really annoying when you hear people that they want to make a trap beat, they don't want to put anything into it, they just go, it just sounds boring. If you go, hold on, it just adds more flavor to it. So on that note, after you play around a little bit and you think you got the general idea, go to the sequencer and try to recreate what I made here. I'm going to play it one more time. The way that I did that is I made a little track here, the main track, edit it. Okay, this is what I got. First thing you do when you go into the sequencer is you're going to make it 132. Okay, it's going to be in 32s. That's subdivision. That means that for each beat you're gonna have eight increments in it. So that's 4 times 8, 32. So 32s. So what you get here is, this is my pattern. Again, it sounds like this. Follow it. One sec. Oh, come on now. Okay. This is all just one bar. This is just one bar. You can make it longer, but try to recreate this here. Put it in 32s, and I actually have a chart up on the forums on a post by TheSavage. I'll put a link to it below on the video. And yeah, just take a good look at it. Okay, it's not too difficult. Remember to change that increment to 32s. And what you do after you insert this, it's going to sound plain. It's not going to sound the way that I have it. It's going to sound, you know, it's all going to be one semitone, which is just the normal one. It's going to sound like this. It's going to sound like that. So what you do is you go in, you select, okay, select that all, hit that little velocity looking thing. It looks like a rising velocity. Then go to your tune. You're going to see here that I have my semitone set up. The thing that I actually got to talk to Intua about is the way that they have the setup here. It's very unspecific. It just says 0 to 12 and you're not really sure where you're at. So what you might want to do is just experiment, see what sounds right, and then just try to follow from there. I'll see if I can talk to them, see if they can change that. But I started with semitone, I believe 5. Then I made it go up to, no, I'm sorry, I started with semitone 7, made it go down to 6, up to 7, 7 again, and then I drop down to 6. So I make it so that 7 is initially my accent and 6 is my tap, but then I change that to 6 being my accent and 5 being my tap, and on and on and on. So you just kind of pretend you got more than one snare in front of you, and you know, one of them is higher. It's the timbre of it is higher than the others, and it just descends. So pretend that you're playing on that. Okay, you got essentially 4 snares here, if you were to think about it in that aspect. But there you go, basic idea. Play it one more time, a couple times actually. See here, set the loop to 1. Okay, here you go. Okay, there you go, guys. Hope it was helpful, especially to you, TheSavage, and thanks for watching. Bye.